All right, take a look at this book. Let's celebrate Korean New Year. So it takes children on a vivid and engaging journey of exploration, highlighting the fun, traditions, delicious food, and meaningful rituals that make this holiday so special.
Yes, we're thrilled to have the author with us today, Michelle Park. Great to have you here.
So great to see you,
And you brought quite the spread with you as well.
Smells delicious.
I did. I mean, I figured I could talk about the book, but it's probably more fun to eat with y'all.
I love food. Let's talk about the book. Let's celebrate Korean New Year, right?
Yeah.
And what inspired you to write it? By the way, I read it to my daughter. She loves it.
Thank
so
you,
colorful.
Vinny.
The illustrations are fantastic. But what was the inspiration behind it?
So when my daughter was around 3, we were in a preschool, and they asked me to do this Lunar New Year celebration, and there was no book about Korean New Year, so I brought a different culture's New Year book for Lunar New Year. And as I was reading it, I was like, this is ridiculous. I don't celebrate any of these traditions from that culture.
Right.
Like, what are we doing? So 5 years ago, I wrote the book, and it is finally here. And I mean, it's about my 2 daughters, actually.
Yeah.
Oh.
And they are just thrilled to have it. I'm thrilled to have it.
Oh,
we're so happy.
Walk us through the storyline then in here.
So it's about these 2 sisters who start the day, and they're doing all of the traditions. So things like getting dressed for New Year, making the food, things like the tteokguk, and then they pretty much go through the day. They spend time with their family. They play the traditional games. But the older sister is kind of dragging her little sister along and is very, very busy. And at the very end, they both realize, I mean, it's really a story about family and just like spending time together. And I hope that people can pick up some of our traditions like along the way.
Well, that's what's great about this story, because you kind of explain in a way that children really understand some of the traditions along the way, right? So what do you hope the reader takes away? Give me like one example of one of the traditions that you wanted to highlight.
So I think food is the biggest part
Yes.
of this
yes.
tradition, and there's even a recipe in the back.
Yeah.
And so we make our we make all of our Lunar New Year food together, and then you spend pretty much the whole day eating, which is my favorite part. New Year.
What do your girls think about that? Seeing themselves in a book like this, representation is so important.
Yeah,
now.
I mean, I think that they, honestly, because they're so young, I don't think they realized that it was lacking. But I've had so many moms come up to me and be very emotional about it, because we didn't really see ourselves in books growing up. I mean, I'm sure you kind of feel that way,
Yes,
Hazel. Yeah, like
absolutely.
I didn't see me, and now to see yourself even at my ripe old age, it's nice.
Yes, your ripe old age. You're so. But talking about the illustrations too, because you collaborated with a great illustrator on this.
Yeah, so I collaborated with Hyeon Yum. She is a Ezra Keats Award winner, and we actually would have released the book sooner if we had gone with a different illustrator, but we wanted to wait because I wanted this kind of like very intimate pencil drawing look to these illustrations, and it's very colorful, and I think the
so
kids
good.
kind of get lost in the illustrations because there's so much to look at.
Yeah. I mean, are there meanings behind some of the food that are served during
Absolutely.
Korean New Year?
So actually, can we talk about
Sure.
Let's do.
that'd
I
be
mean, you
great.
brought quite the spread with you today.
Yeah, so this is from Anchan. Thank you, Anchan, for bringing in
Thank
the
you.
food. But this is a bulgogi, like, kind of, it's a wrap, I guess you could call it. And there's 9 ingredients, and those 9 is a very lucky number. So when you're making the wrap, and you can feel free, I don't know how you guys feel about eating right now, but you can feel free to eat it. And you kind of just wrap it up and eat it with all 9 ingredients.
Yeah. Oh wow. Okay.
And then tteokguk, you've got, tteokguk is just like the classic New Year food. You wake up in the morning, you eat this. It's really comforting.
What's
It's
inside?
got rice cakes, which in Korean is called tteok. So they're nice and chewy. Usually there's mandu in there too, which is a dumpling.
Okay.
And it's just, I eat this honestly year round because it's so delicious.
Did the soup in the morning.
Yeah, soup is in the morning. Yeah, so this is a very Korean thing.
Yeah.
You wake up, you eat a warm bowl of soup with some rice. We always generally have savory breakfast in Korean culture. We don't really have anything sweet.
Yeah.
So so this is just a nice way to start your morning. And then they also brought like a Korean hot pot setup because entering the new year, you want to make sure that you are filling your body with nutritious food, things that are like whole foods and that sort of thing. So so that's some of the symbolism behind that. And then we, of course, do have dessert eventually.
Of course.
Yeah, these are from Momoya. I hope you guys will taste some of these. But things that are round also kind of show the, the infinite level of life. No, please, go ahead. Those are mochi. Aren't those good?
Oh, mochi.
And then we have like a little year of this snake, like dessert
delicious.
right there. Isn't that good? But also the roll cake kind of symbolizes that eternity. So you want to think about going into the new year like longevity and luck and being with your family. And then, of course, since it's the year of the snake, this year we're thinking about shedding old things and moving in with the new.
What's your favorite part of the Korean New Year?
I mean, other
Besides
than
the food.
eating, it gives us an excuse to all get together as a family. I don't think that I mean, we're all so busy, right? Like being New Yorkers, it's hard to get everybody together. And
Yep.
New Year now, my kids had the day off of school. I don't know
Yeah.
about you, but so we really could get everybody together and spend the day. And also, my kids love the fact that it's in the bock. You bow for sebe and you get money.
Yes.
Yes.
The money,
there's
money.
The little red bags.
Right. I guess also, did you figure out, because there's the year of the snake, but then everybody, according to their zodiac sign, is a different animal.
Yes.
Right, so what are you?
So I'm year of the dog.
Okay.
And it's going to be a very, very wealthy year for me, according to them.
Ooh,
So
there you go. That's because of the book. Right?
Yeah.
I have food in my mouth.
I'm the
Sorry.
ox.
You're the ox.
Yeah.
I'm a
wait.
rat.
Actually, you're
Yeah.
going to have a very good year,
Yeah.
too.
Yes.
Rat is one of the top 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The ox was not.
Ox was not, I'm sorry.
No,
but maybe
I know.
next year.
This is the only
It's
kind
always
of rat.
next year.
Only kind of rat that has a good year in New York.
Right, exactly.
true.
Great to see you.
It was so great
to
to
see you.
see you.
Congrats on the book.
Congrats.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's awesome. Awesome. And make sure you can get a copy of Let's Celebrate Korean New Year wherever books are sold, right?
Yes, anywhere.
There you go.
Wonderful.